Welcome to the Cavemen Media Podcast. Great to be here. As always, Matt, the Ranger's here.
Hello.
Connor, the little brother's here.
Hello.
Jordan's here. He's going to be here for Bring It to the Table, and we've got a guest joining us later in the show. We're going to bring it to the table. We're going to recap our trip to Cleveland, and later in the show, we have our boy Stu joining us. He is going to take over Ranger time this week. It's going to be little campus police time. I'm excited for it. We're going to talk to Stu about his life, his new job up in Cleveland, and all kinds of other stuff. But, of course, before we get into the show, we always want to appreciate you guys. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Interact with us. Tweet us. All that good stuff. Let's get into it. Bring it to the table. Jordan, lead it off.
All right. So have you guys been following the controversy? The controversy going on with Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes.
I heard he didn't.
I'm tired of the memes.
I don't know who he is or what he does, but I've seen the memes.
You don't know who he is?
All I know is a lot of
Me either,
people
really.
think that he did not kill himself.
He didn't kill himself.
So basically, to kind of fill Matt in, he died at 66, and he was basically a rich but a registered sex offender who was facing more criminal charges on sex assault, basically.
He ran an island where top priority people would go to do some bad things with children. Yeah. And then he was in jail, I think, for something else. And then it was said that he killed himself by hanging himself, but he had cameras in his room and a guard watching him like 24/7.
Now, before you go with the guard here, there's actually 2 prison guards that are charged with as part of the investigation of his death. Basically, there's claims that they failed to make regular checks during like an 8-hour period, in which after they switched off, he was pronounced dead, hanging in a cell.
Yeah, they said that the guard just happened to fall asleep.
But why do we care?
Well, I'm thinking
I guess he had a little bit of, I don't know if it was sex trafficking or whatnot, but a lot of famous people, higher ups, ex-presidents were
The Clinton
flying
Okay.
to this island and having sex with these girls and then flying off the island. And he was kind of like the leader of all of that.
Gotcha.
And there's a rumor that Epstein recorded the people doing it to have dirt on them and blackmail them. So it's
this
said
makes
that
sense
people wanted to have him killed, and they tried to rule it as a suicide, but it wasn't.
So there's 2 officers charged. Tova Noel, he has 5 charges for making false entries. And then you have a Michael Thomas, known at the Saints player. This guy's 46. He's definitely not on a football field. He has 3 charges of falsifying records. And I just want to get your guys' thoughts on this, because I think there's something deeper going on that we're not knowing.
No, there's always more than.
Yeah, I mean, the
that we
government's
know when the
screwed
government's
up
involved.
in many, many ways, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just so out of my realm of caring. I'm not going to be able to affect it in any way possible.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I mean-
really affect me that much either.
Right.
So
If the government's involved, it's
either way, the dude's a piece of crap, and then he should be dead either way.
yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
But how do you guys feel about the government kind of doing this, if that's what they did?
They do so much stuff that we don't know about. It's insane.
That I don't want
But
to
you
know
don't
about.
think this would affect them anyway if they come out and said that this was an inside job, or if somebody figures this out?
I mean,
I think clearly it was an inside.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was clearly an inside
it
job.
He
was.
didn't hang himself.
And-
There's no way he would have access to a rope, and that the guard just happened to fall asleep and he hung himself while the
Yeah.
guard was asleep.
I'm thinking those
that's
guards got paid pretty good.
The worst backstory I've ever heard in my
Yeah,
life.
it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Everybody knows.
This has Clinton written all over it.
But either way, regardless of what happened, the memes need to stop.
Yeah, for real.
Matt, what are you bringing to the table this week?
Oh, my God. So I believe Jordan broke this a couple shows ago about a guy that's staying on top of his roof of his restaurant until the Bengals win a game.
He's still there.
Still there. The news went up there a couple days ago and interviewed him. He's regretting that he's going to be spending Thanksgiving by himself on his roof.
He should have known that was an option going into the season.
Yeah.
Honestly, I envy the guy. He gets to spend
Why?
all that time up there by himself. He's right above a restaurant, so he gets free food and
Well, it's
free
his
beer.
restaurant, so he gets it anyway.
I
It's
thought it was
free
a
food
bar.
and free beer.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dream.
But so my question to him, which we should get him on the show,
We could reach out.
but what happens if the Bengals don't win?
He'll be up there till next season.
There's no way.
No, he would probably come down at the end of the season, I would assume.
Do you think he'd walk down or just jump?
Probably, I don't know.
Just call it. Just call it quits.
I don't know, man. Is it a long jump?
Yeah.
He's on a rooftop.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's downtown. It has to be pretty tall.
Is it downtown Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Should we visit him before the game on Sunday?
We
He'll
should.
probably get to come out this Sunday after they beat the Steelers.
I think you should be off the show, out of here.
Off the show.
You're gone.
Whatever. All right. So my table segment. You guys remember the good old days when we had the old flip phones with the little keyboards? You had to like push
Little
the
T-Mobile
letters.
Sidekick.
You had to
Sidekick.
push the letters like 3 times to get to the
like
letter
the
T
T9
and stuff like that.
text.
Remember the Razor?
I do.
I still got mine.
It's one of my favorite phones that I ever had. A little flip up. It was
I hated
super
that phone.
skinny. I had the red one.
I had the matching one.
I never got one as a kid.
The Envy was the best phone.
I always had a
NV3.
Sidekick.
The Razor is back.
Is
Did
it
you guys
real?
see this?
I saw
I
that.
have
I
not.
saw
Oh,
the
it's real.
pictures.
I didn't think they had flip phones anymore.
It's a flip phone that looks like the old school Razor. When you flip it up, it's a full touchscreen phone,
Yeah,
just
it's
like
not,
our iPhones.
it's not gonna sell very well.
I might get me one.
Seriously.
Why?
I'm gonna check it out at least.
You're going to get rid of your brand new iPhone.
I'll look at
I
that.
probably won't be able to switch from iPhone, but if iPhone made a flip phone, I'd be all in.
Why? That's the dumbest
Smaller,
thing
it
ever.
fits right in my pocket.
Then you have to bring it out instead of just
And then I
having
get to do
all
the-
your notifications. You
I
have to
get to
flip your fucking screen.
pull
up.
it out,
That was
do a
the-
little
like the
flip.
coolest-
That's the
yeah.
best
So
part.
you just
That's
want
the
when
coolest
someone makes
thing.
you mad on the phone, just slam the
I'll
phone down.
flip it closed and put it back in my pocket.
Samsung made the foldable screen where you open it up and it's like a huge iPad. And then you fold it and it's still a touchscreen.
Nah,
it's
I'm
like
out on that.
no.
2 inches
No.
thick. Yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
can't look at my screen now. It's cracked. What would I do with that?
You
I
have
don't
2
know.
screens to crack.
If
That's
you
all
crack
I'm
one,
saying.
you
The
still got the
Razor,
other.
Yeah.
the Razor is making a comeback,
We'll see.
and I'm here for it.
It's coming back. I don't know
I'm
if
here
it's
for
gonna.
it. So Stu, he is a fellow officer with Matt, the Ranger.
Yes, we used to work together before he left me.
Okay, we're gonna get all the details of your guys' relationship, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and throw your bring it to the table at us.
Yeah, I want to talk about something different. I hear a lot of football talk, but some baseball news made it in this week. 2 days ago, they announced the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot, and tops that list is
Pete
Derek
Rose.
Jeter.
Wow, Derek Jeter.
I don't think Pete Rose gets
Go.
it.
Yeah,
Isn't he too young to be in the Hall of Fame?
Derek Jeter, no, he's been retired for
a while.
this
Yeah.
is like the first year he's been eligible to get in.
Yeah, this is his first year. Give you guys some background requirements to make it into the Hall of Fame. You need 75% of the vote. 74.9 will not count.
Close.
Yeah, well, close, but no cigar.
Say that guy with the fishing thing.
Yeah. And if you get 5% or less in the voting, you're out the next year. You can't qualify again.
Damn.
Wow.
That's ruthless.
Yes.
I wonder, is that how football works, or can you?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
That's interesting though.
Huh.
Derek Jeter definitely in first
yeah,
first
I hope
ballot
he
Hall
in.
of Famer for sure.
Oh,
You think so?
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
100%,
He'll get at least 82%.
99%.
You think
If
so?
you don't vote for him,
99%.
there's something
I
wrong
ain't
with
voting
you.
for him.
I'm voting for A-Rod.
Oh, you have a vote in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Is it not a fan vote?
I thought it was.
It's like sports writers and all
Sports
that.
writers.
Oh, well,
and
then he made
journalists
it.
and stuff like that.
Is A-Rod in the Hall of Fame? Has he
A-Rod
been gone
is.
long
You
enough?
still play baseball?
No, he's gone.
You can't play baseball and be in the Hall of Fame.
He's out with his wife
No
J Lo.
shit.
Can't blame him.
But he's
Yeah,
I would
been, he
retire
is in the
too.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
A-Rod.
Oh, he is?
I didn't know
so.
he was gone at that.
I'm
long.
not sure if he is or not.
yeah.
Honestly, I thought he still
But-
played baseball.
Derek Jeter, absolutely
Huge
first
baseball
ballot
fan over
Hall
here.
of Famer.
But I'm
Is
gonna.
Adam done in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
Probably not.
actually, I'm getting ready to get to that.
He's
Oh,
he is
he's on the
actually
ballot.
on
He's
the list
third.
this year.
He's on the ballot this year.
Yeah,
What
he's
a
on the ballot
random
this year.
person to come up with.
I only know a few baseball players.
Adam Dunn is a big name if you're a big Cincinnati Reds fan.
Is Ken Griffey Jr. in the Hall of Fame?
He is already
I
in the
would-
Hall
I would
of
say-
Fame.
What
I would
about
assume.
I have a baseball from when Scott Rowland played minors.
No idea
Was
who
he
that
good
is.
enough to make the Hall
Not a
of
Hall of Famer.
He is actually on the ballot too.
Wow.
Is he?
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Fame? He
So-
got. If
So
I
who did he
voted,
play for?
Big names on this year's
Everybody.
ballot.
Yeah.
Everybody.
he started in the
Cardinals,
Phillies.
Washington.
He came up with the Phillies.
Did he play for the Dragons?
No, Clearwater Phillies.
Clearwater Phillies?
Yeah,
They're
that's
not called
their
the Phillies anymore, are they?
No, it's the Clearwater Thrashers now.
Thrashers. That's
But
right.
it
I
was
saw that when we were
Phillies
down
when
there.
I lived there.
But I wanted to throw a couple of names out and get you guys' thoughts and see if they belong there or not.
Let's do it.
Josh Beckett.
Nope. He sucks.
Who did he play for?
The Phillies. The Philadelphia.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Roger Clemens.
Yes.
He was really good,
It's
actually.
up in the air though. Did
There's a lot of background on that.
he have some help? Some enhancements
Is Barry Bond? His question is Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame?
He is still on the ballot.
on the ballot?
Still.
What about the Pete Rose? He'll never be in, right?
He's
He
not-
is
he's
banned
not
as of right
eligible.
now.
Yeah.
That's some bull
He
crap.
can't even get on the ballot.
How about Andrew Jones?
Hmm.
No.
Pass.
Brian Roberts.
Mm.
Matt has no idea
Big
who I'm
baseball
talking
podcast.
about. How about Kurt Schilling?
I do know that guy.
He'll get in.
He was
He'll get in.
He'll get in.
I think
Cardinals.
Kurt Schilling, Red Sox.
Red. I knew.
Before
It
he
was, I knew
sucked.
it was a red team.
he falls short with 73.9% of the
He was
votes.
close.
He'll get in.
But yeah,
I hope Adam Dunn gets in.
And
Derek
Sky
Jeter
Rolling.
is a lock though.
I think
We
Derek
need another
Jeter's
red
no
in
matter
there.
what.
it's about
Yeah.
time.
I hope Adam Dunn gets in. That'll be cool. I watched him play, I think.
Yes. Connor, what do you bring to the table?
So I just want,
Jesus Christ.
Tuesday. What do you do on Tuesday, Cody?
Tuesday.
You
I
work.
work.
Matt, what do you do on Tuesday?
I sit at home and I watch Good Morning Football.
Oh, you're not living life right.
Oh,
'Cause
boy.
you should be going to Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, sure, if you want to be racist.
Oh,
Whoa! I don't think it's racist. I think it's just a stereotype.
I think
LeBron James does Taco
stereotypes
Tuesday.
Yeah, he tried to copyright the name,
Yeah, it
which
didn't
is some
work.
bullcrap.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, I want to give a shout out to the best Taco Tuesday place on the market.
Oh, Ranche Grande.
Negative.
Taco
That'd be last. It's called Lucky Star Brewery in downtown Miamisburg.
Like that place.
It's very,
Daggone
very
good.
good.
I have
Tacos.
never been there, but I've always wanted to try
Yeah,
it.
they have
Dollar
a
tacos on Tuesdays.
list
Really?
of tacos, dollar tacos. There's always a bunch of like extravagant tacos that I never try, but I always get the chicken and the chorizo. They come with cabbage and tomato. Don't get none of that.
Not
Only
in
get
on that.
cheese on it. Only cheese. You can get some very good chips and salsa or guac if you're into that kind of thing. And then they have like their beer list. All their beers are a lot stronger than Bud Light.
Some interesting beers.
Yeah.
They got some interesting beers.
Yeah, they make their own beer.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they have a I forget the name of it. It's like Dragon's Blood or some crap. They're only allowed to have 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think it's called Double Juice, and it's like a
Yeah,
margarita.
This guy
Double
is
juice.
big into breweries, so
Really?
I do the Ohio on Tap,
Nice.
and I just go around when I have time and brewery to brewery to brewery.
So you like IPAs?
Sometimes, yeah.
I
like
don't know. I
blondes
don't know
and
the
reds.
difference.
But they have the
Anything barrel aged.
they have the Ojos Locos is what it's called.
Yep. That's
super
the, That's
good.
the one that we get.
Super
Yeah.
Wait, is that
good.
light?
It's
Is it
light
a
beer.
It's the
I think
closest thing that they got.
It would be
to
considered a
light beer.
blonde, right? Like
What?
Bud Light would be a blonde.
Yeah, well, domestic. But
Well, I meant like I don't know.
What do you mean by blonde?
I just thought it was a
It's a lighter
light,
beer.
light color beer.
It is. Yeah.
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 It's
So are these tacos hard shell or soft shell?
So they are technically soft shells, but they deep fry the shells. And there's
Really?
2 of them, so they're crunchy.
nice little crust.
Super good.
They're very good.
It's very
that's
it's
every
different.
every Tuesday.
every Tuesday.
I'm gonna go.
Sounds like Matt has a date night.
I get like
I do.
6.
You
Mhm.
had them?
Oh yeah.
They're kind of small,
that's
so you
great.
got to get a lot. They're only $1.
They're only $1.
Yeah. I went there last night and had 4 of them. Had a beer. My girlfriend only had 1, and then some chips and sauces.
What
like
a cheap
15
what a
bucks.
cheap date.
Yeah,
Right?
she's skinny.
Okay.
She doesn't eat a lot.
So I would order like 8. What am I?
Skinny.
Thank you.
You are what you are, man. All right, so that was Bring It to the Table. Let's talk a little bit, before we get into the interview with Stu, what we did last Thursday.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
It was a great night for me until the last 8
Hold on,
seconds.
we rewind. We got to go way back to the beginning.
All right, go ahead, Connor.
So the drive down there, I drove the entire time.
Good for you.
Stopped at Walmart.
Drove my car.
We get to the hotel, everything's good. Everybody's in a good mood. Like, let's just check into our room.
Cody promised we
got
can
there
check
at
in.
1:30. They said check-in's at 3. So, maybe we check in early. We go in. They're like, yeah, we ain't got no rooms available. You can come back at 3. Like, all right, bet. So we go downstairs, have a few beers, get some appetizers at the hotel bar. We're down there till 3:30? No.
We came back up at about 2:30, 2:45.
Yep. So all right, let's get our room. Go back up. There's a bunch of people in the lobby. No rooms available.
And it's not like some small hotel. It's a pretty
Crowne
big
Plaza.
hotel.
I mean, they had hundreds of rooms.
Yeah. So we wait around for another 30 minutes.
Yep.
This dude comes up because the lobby was full of people, like a lot of
It
people.
just kept coming.
Yeah. This girl just kept telling everybody no rooms available. This dude comes up, gets on the computer. She goes, yeah, there's about 30 rooms available.
That's after Brooke, my fiance, had to go up and throw a fit.
Yeah.
She
got the process started.
My thing is, so check-in was at 3 o'clock. We were there 1:30, whatever. 3 o'clock hits, check-in. There's 20, 30 people in the lobby. And the chick that was very rude to us to begin with, it's like, all right, 3 o'clock, I got to go, guys.
While she has a lobby full of people. And she
leaves.
literally said I'm sorry, I got to go, guys. And then got her bag and just walked out. And this poor guy that just came in is looking around like, God, I hate this lady.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And then, so Cody finally gets up there, and the girl looks Cody in the eye and says, "Yep, my shift's over. I gotta go." Leaves. Just straight up leaves.
Kind of that's what it was saying.
Oh, did you? I didn't. I was reading a text. I'm sorry.
I was like,
why are you looking at me like that?
Because that's what I just said.
Yeah, my bad. I was reading the text.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. So
so
then
yeah, she left.
She left, and then we finally got our room. We go up, we change, we put our layers on because it's gonna be cold. And
I want to talk about the pilots.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was 3 pilots.
It's the airport hotel, so
Yeah.
we're close to the airport.
So they get their rooms. We watch them go up on the 1 elevator out of 3 because the other 2 were broken.
Classy
5 minutes
establishment.
later, they come back down, said that the rooms were dirty. Beds weren't made.
Yeah.
Towels everywhere.
My
so,
thing is,
not a good start.
checkout's like at 11 or 12. So between 11, 12, and to 3, why aren't we cleaning the rooms?
It's almost like they started
It's like
cleaning
someone
them at 3.
didn't show up
Right.
for work.
Maybe.
Or the whole cleaning staff.
Yeah, they just didn't clean on that
They're
day.
on strike.
Taylor and I stayed at that same hotel a while back when we went to the Sunday night game. We got there at like noon, checked right in, got our room, no problem. We didn't even mention the throw up that was outside the elevator on our floor.
There was a pile of puke.
That they
outside the
said they
elevator.
were going to clean up.
And then we
Yeah, the
came
guy
back
was like-
after
Yeah.
the game.
The guy was like,
7
"Yep, I'll
hours
send somebody
later.
right up." They gave us free cocktails.
Still
we
there.
did each get 4.
We did get 8
or
free
me and
drinks
Brooke got,
combined.
Yeah, you got 4. We only got
One per person.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's okay.
Which would be 4.
So then we headed downtown, hit up Bar Louie. Some good food.
I don't know how
popping.
you managed to get the spot we got in Bar Louie.
We got super.
But
Got a nice little
it was-
VIP
it was
section.
nice.
They saved it for me, Told them I was coming.
You did walk up and they all got up and
I
left.
know. I just walked up.
Cody's
They're
here.
like, "Oh, we're leaving. I'm like, okay, cool. Yep, we'll sit here.
Damn right you're
Little
leaving.
couple couches, table
I
by
said,
the
"Damn,
fireplace.
Cavemen Media's here. You can have my spot."
It was nice. So we got
Then
some food, some
the
drinks.
waitress, she takes her orders.
She was on it.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah,
She was trying to get us drunk.
Yeah, she takes her orders. She's like, we get a few beers. She starts to walk away. She looks at it. She says, "Y'all want some shots?"
And we all just look at each other like, we should probably
No.
get some food.
I was
before
like,
we
"Hell
talk
yeah!"
about
Everybody
shots.
else is like, "Nah."
Well, I mean, at that point, we're still like 4 hours from kickoff, so we're not trying to get hammered before we
I
even
was.
get into the game.
Nah, me too.
So whatever. We get into the game. Matt gets a little fist bump with Juju. That was
Yeah, that
a
was
little
cool.
I
highlight.
forgot about that.
That was probably the highlight of your night.
I
It was.
forgot about that.
My
Then the
boy.
game. Then the game began, and I don't think Matt said another word.
Yeah, he was
I did the
very,
beginning.
very silent the entire game. Kind of bummed me out.
It was, yeah.
I was sandwiched
just
in between
just
Cody
me and my wife
Matt.
were just going crazy, and everybody else was just sitting.
Well,
there
your
like,
wife also got a cat nap in the game.
She did take a little nap.
Your wife was also a little tipsy.
Toasty?
The entire game.
She was a little toasted.
toasty and tipsy.
She was. But yeah, once we scored that first touchdown, that first drive, Matt and Brooke were just
I mean,
Very quiet.
Pittsburgh looked pitiful.
They looked like
I saw it on
team.
TV. They were pretty bad.
They looked pitiful. And it was, I mean, whatever. It was a fun game up until the end.
Hold on. I just want to point out that I think I'm the first person in history of the NFL to ever wear a Wright State Raiders shirt to a Browns game.
Probably.
Go Raiders.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one thing to say that we were at the brawl of 19, with
Yeah.
Miles and
I got a pin
Mason.
to remember it.
Yeah, true. That was an insane scene to be at. I mean, half the stadium's empty because the game's over. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. Steelers should have even ran a play.
Yeah,
to
we were
begin
like
with.
about to leave.
We're like about to leave, and then we look up and Miles is
yeah, why
flinging
were they
helmets
throwing the ball first off?
and the players are rushing on the field.
The play calling on that, I have no comment. I don't know why we just didn't run it out or just knee it out at that point. I think we were on the 5 or 6 yard line.
you on like
10-yard
the
line.
15
Yeah.
with 8
8
seconds,
seconds
left
down,
by
2
touchdowns.
scores.
So I don't know what the thought process of that was.
Also, the first game I've seen in a while with 0 field goals.
No field goals. Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh missed one. Did Browns miss one?
We
Yeah,
missed
they missed-
2.
yeah,
You
they
guys
missed
missed
2.
1.
Yeah,
That's tough. Tough to be a Steelers fan that night.
it was. And then leaving the stadium was just as tough.
That was bad,
That
yeah.
was bad. So Browns fans got a little ruthless. We haven't beaten the Steelers in a while.
So I looked at a stat today. Since 2000, and just 2000, you were 35-5-1 against the Steelers.
I
You
think
were
you mean
what?
that the other way around.
35-5-1.
35 wins, 5 losses.
Sorry, Pittsburgh is
Pittsburgh is-
35-5-1 against
I got it.
the
so
Browns,
Browns were 5 wins, 35 losses, one
and
time.
1 tie, which was last year.
Well, the
Which
tides are
was
turning.
hilarious.
We're gonna be 2-0.
So now you're-
this
Now
year.
they are 6, 35, and 1.
That 5 is already included.
We'll be 2-0 this
What do you
year.
mean?
Their
Don't
win
worry.
is already included in that stat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
We'll be 2-0 this year. Don't you worry.
I don't think so.
So yeah, we're trying to leave the stadium, and Matt's about to throw down with this guy, and it wasn't.
There was
Pretty.
Well,
two
the guy- no,
two
we were
different
walking down
ones.
the
You
stairs.
missed the first guy.
I missed both of them.
Walking down the stairs, the guy was literally like patting Matt on the back, but he was smacking the hell out of him. He's like, I didn't hear what he was saying, but I saw it. And then we get out there, and me and Cody go to the bathroom. And we come out, and Matt's heated.
Well, he came up, and this time it was like a closed fist to the back. So that's when I turned around, and I was done at that point, and I was ready to fight. And then Brooke kind of broke it up. His little girl took him because that dude. I mean, he looked at me and he was like, oh, "I'm sorry, man. Don't want to mess with you." So then I turned around, and the guy that you got involved with came up and tried to bear
That guy
hug
was
me.
getting on my damn nerves.
Well,
Yeah.
he came up to try to bear hug me, and I didn't know he was standing back there. Brooke told him, like, hey, dude, you need to stop. So I turned around. I was like, don't touch me. Then he stood like a half an inch behind me, so I went ahead and moved. And that was kind of it on that one until we started walking out, and then we ran into him again somehow,
Yeah.
and he's like, just
He's like
making
yelling and
comments
pointing, and,
yeah.
and then you disappear, and he's like still trying to come, and I'm like,
Yeah, we were
not
walking.
really, not pushing him, but just like holding my arm out, and he's
Yeah.
like walking into me, and I'm like, bro,
me
come
and
on.
Cody were talking to him, and he was still yelling. He's like, "Oh, you don't want to touch him. You don't want to touch him." I was like, "Yeah, no shit. Why are you touching strangers?"
So I think I even raised my voice at one point. I did walk, and I was like, oh man, I almost lost my
Well, I
cool
walked
back
out of the
there.
bathroom, and Taylor's like, we need to go right now. Matt is pissed. Like, we got to go. And I'm like, well, we're on the 3rd level. There's 10,000 people in our
Just
way.
rappel down the stadium.
What do you want me to do?
The dude was like 7 feet tall too.
He was a big fella.
Oh, he probably would have kicked my ass.
Yeah,
He was a
no, that's what we were.
big
When
dude.
me and Cody were talking to him, I was like, I turned around, I was like, yeah, I stood my ground. I was like, I wanted to turn around and be like, babe, you see that? She was gone.
Yeah, she was a big.
Yeah. Everybody left Connor. And I.
No,
Trying to
when we
stick
were
up for
walking
Matt.
out, Brooke was like, "That guy would have kicked your ass." Yeah, but
I
Cody,
think-
Cody got my
I
back.
think us three could have took.
Oh yeah, 3 against 1.
3 against 1. I think we'd have
He was
fared
pretty
pretty
drunk.
well.
I was ready though.
You were armed.
Cut. I was
More-
not armed. People at work.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget the bet you lost.
Yeah.
What bet?
The bet you lost.
Which one?
Didn't know I made a
How
bet.
much
Well, there
money
was
did
2
you
bets.
lose?
Yeah,
so
Did you guys bet money? $50?
we
100
did. We
bucks?
bet 100. I won. We also bet that if the Browns were to win, that Matt would have to wear a Browns jersey.
And a dog nose, but you didn't bring the dog
We
nose.
forgot about the dog nose, but he did put the Baker
Thank
jersey on
God.
the next day when we went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If you want to see that picture, it's on all of my social medias. Maybe you might
Plastered
even
everywhere.
just make that my profile picture for a week.
Please don't.
I'm gonna make it my profile picture the day of that we play you guys next week. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
I like the guy who, because we took the picture outside of the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, and you were waiting for the two Steelers fans to leave, and they were just kind of lingering. So you put it on, and he's like, "Oh, why you make them do
Yeah,
that?"
why you do that, dude?
Yeah, that was so funny. Matt's like, just let him leave, just let him leave, just let him leave. And then we're just hanging out. And I'm like, man, just put the picture on, or put the shirt on so we can go. And he's putting it on, and they're like, "Oh, why you do that to him? Don't make him do
All
that."
Cody said was, "A bet's a bet."
Bet's a bet. Put that shit on, Matt. Oh, that was great.
That's what it was. Shit.
That Baker jersey looked. You never looked better, Matt. You never
Aw.
looked better.
Should have planted the flag.
No.
Yeah.
We did get a little football game in.
I was about to say the best
I
part
about
of the
died.
weekend for me was when we went on. They had like a turf field right outside of the
Like 50 yards.
Yeah, sure. Right outside of the Hall of Fame, and Matt bought a football, so we went out there and threw the pigskin around, kicked a couple punts. We're very tired after.
Ran
the
a couple
10 minutes.
routes, and I was dead.
I was good to
I
go.
could not breathe.
What'd you play, like lineman?
No. This guy.
All city tight end, man.
All city tight end.
Never forget it.
I had a nice little catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, you scored a touchdown on
Cody did not score because he couldn't complete.
He ran a good route. But
I
the
ran a
quarterback
good
threw a
route,
bad one.
burnt Matt wide open in the corner of the end
And
zone, and the ball
dropped it.
just sails into the stands.
You could have tiptoed.
I couldn't reach the ball to tiptoe.
You should be taller, play wide receiver.
Yeah.
I need a better
Sounds like an
quarterback.
excuse.
Well, it
I
sounds
was
like
recording
me.
it on my phone.
Yeah,
I have the video. It looks like you called it.
So you remember last week we talked about our TV crushes.
Mhm.
So on
Big
the right,
argument
on the right up there turned into quite the controversy. So we didn't play the podcast, but we just played it. We told the girls what we did, and
They didn't agree with like any of them.
no, absolutely
I
not.
didn't agree.
You
Yeah,
didn't
Stu,
agree?
Oh my
Stu
God.
sent me about 100 texts.
I was on my way back from Cleveland listening to the podcast, and I said, "What is wrong with you guys?"
Cody's is bad.
I thought mine were great.
At least he had Pam.
Thank you.
He
Yeah.
also had
Pam,
Ray Ramone
Beasley.
quiet.
Yeah. Deborah.
Deborah Barone,
that's
baby.
A bad one.
Topanga.
That's a bad look.
Like,
you don't think
come on.
Topanga's attractive?
God, no.
You might like men.
Well, the wife, the fiance, and the girlfriend, they did not agree with our picks.
Any-
I don't
at
think
all.
any single one of them.
I don't
At
think
one
so.
point, Matt's fiance started to look up nudes.
she was so disappointed at us. She wanted us to like different girls.
She's like, "I'll show
Look at
you
this
an
girl."
attractive woman."
No, she's hot.
This is the point of where they like try to comprehend their choice in men.
Yeah. They were all regretting their decision.
My wife was very confused because all of mine were older women. So she was like, know about that.
And when you say older, you mean like
Like 30.
Oh.
No.
like 10
no.
plus years
like
older than
grandma
Cody.
old.
Yeah, like 10 years older than me. Yeah.
How old's Deborah?
54.
Deborah in the
Oh.
show is probably like mid 30s.
What's her
And you
real
were
name?
also like 8.
Patricia Heaton.
Patricia Heaton.
You said that really fast.
Well, I know her real name.
Got a poster.
She is
She's probably 55 now.
61.
She's 61. She can still get it.
Bro, she is, no, like she is not attractive in any way.
Back in the day, though. I'm talking.
No,
what
not
year did Everybody Loves Raymond air?
Hold on.
Probably what, 99?
Yeah, that was in the 90s, I think.
95.
Raymond.
So 25 years ago.
Ended in
1996.
ended in 2005. Started 1996.
Yeah, so 23 years ago, she was
40.
late 30s.
Okay, still old.
Still attractive.
And how old were you in 96?
I didn't watch the
He
show
was
in
2.
96. I started watching the show like 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't watch it back then. I was only 2 years old, Matt.
So
Good point.
still,
Good point.
as a 22-year-old man, you were attracted to a 40-year-old.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right.
An ugly 40-year-old?
All right,
Yeah.
that was last week.
So
guys.
I could
Let's
pick
move
a
on
couple
here.
Better
I wish we could redo the whole segment. We should
too.
next week. Let's bring the segment back and do.
back.
Because
We just need to do a power rankings.
Let's do a top 25 attractive
Hey,
TV personalities.
I'm all in.
And this
But
will be a
you have to-
group. This will be a committee effort, not individual.
I'm sorry to
Because
break it to
there's
you.
a
She's
committee for
not
this.
going to be on the top 25.
Nope,
That's
she's
fine.
not making it.
The
She's
young
not
and
making
hungry
the top
girl.
100.
We will come together as a committee and come up with our top 25.
I want everybody to tweet us their top 5.
Yes. So last week you did paranormal stuff, which we didn't get very many of, unfortunately.
Yeah, you guys suck.
But listen to our show.
This week we want you to send us your recommendations for the most attractive TV personalities. It can be a TV show. It can be a movie.
Any actress.
Anything if
Any
she was
actress.
ever on TV.
Okay, when you say TV, you make people think TV show.
Does this include
I
like
don't, though.
movies?
Yes, you do.
A TV
Exactly.
A
Like,
TV is what you watch.
I understand that. Okay, so that's like saying top 10 computer girls.
Just say actresses.
because I can watch TV on
You
Or
guys
famous people.
Or actors. We don't discriminate.
Actresses. Actors and actresses.
Men
yes.
will not make the list unless it's Zac Efron. He might make.
Zac
he
Efron might make the top 25.
top. Yeah.
Is that the redhead from?
He's not a redhead.
Okay.
He's what's that movie?
High School
Baywatch.
Musical?
Some.
Baywatch?
Yeah.
High School Musical. Baywatch.
I'm thinking of Seth Rogen. Never mind.
yeah. He'll be in the
Seth
top
Rogen.
25.
Come on.
How do you get Zac Efron
I
from
love
Seth Rogen?
Because Neighbors.
Yeah,
That's what I was
Neighbors.
thinking.
Yeah, there you
Neighbors.
go.
Yep, that's a good one.
Abercrombie Fitch.
All right, so we've got Stu here joining us. He is a cop or
Yes.
a ranger.
No, I am not a ranger.
Is there a
You're
difference?
you're the
He
real
is
deal.
not. Yeah, Rangers are elite.
There's no difference between what I do and he does. I just do a much better job.
All
My
right.
dad asked me the other day because I mentioned you about something. He goes, "Now is he a real cop?" And I defended you. I said, "Well, he's a park ranger."
You
but
say he's a Teletubby.
So Connor and I have a few questions
on,
lined up
man.
for Stu. Before we get into the questions, Stu, I want you to give us kind of a background on yourself, how you became a cop, how you met Matt. I know you were a campus officer with Xavier.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a few good stories in there somewhere. And you just took a new job up in Cleveland. So
Yes,
talk
I-
about that a little bit. But start from the beginning. Why are you a cop and where'd that begin?
Well,
Why are you a cop?
Why are you the way you are?
Well, when I was younger, I did several ride-alongs. My dad was friends with a couple deputies, and I did some ride-alongs with them when I was in middle school and high school, and was like, okay, I like this. This is what I want to do. I don't want to be like behind a desk and get stuck behind paperwork, which, come to find out, that's most of the job anyway. But I did security for a while, a couple malls and a couple warehouses, and then I got hired on at Ross Township, and I was auxiliary there and got part-time, and then I got hired on at Xavier, and I worked my way up to full-time, and I've been there for 5.5 years. And
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
When did Matt the Ranger come into the picture?
Probably like 2 years in. So
So you worked at Xavier? Did you work at Xavier
Yeah.
too? Oh, I didn't know that.
I leave that part out. It's not the proudest moments of my career.
Is that why you're a Xavier fan? Because you work there?
Yeah.
Okay.
it pays the bills. But I've been there for 5.5 years. I met Matt there 3 years ago, and I just accepted a job at Lorain County Sheriff's Office. I'll be working the road up there, if you guys know where that is. It's the county just west of Cleveland.
Okay.
So I'll be out there.
Awesome. So at Xavier, any good stories?
Oh, yeah. It's a Jesuit college, if you guys don't know, Catholic, mostly known for the
They're
basketball
Best
team.
basketball team in the world.
Yeah, I think they're like 19th in the nation.
Most
right now.
mediocre cops in the world. But
Well, we got better after you left, but they are hiring if anybody is interested.
Do you have to have experience?
Yeah. Well, you have to be certified,
Oh, man.
but they are sponsoring people. So
What's that mean?
You have to go
They're
through the
sponsoring
academy.
people too.
Yeah,
we'll
they
talk
are.
about that later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Yeah, they are. But, yeah, they're sponsoring people, so they'll pay for you to go through the academy. So you have to get state certified to be a police officer. So all police officers still have to go through the academy.
Nah,
So,
I'm not in shape for that.
yeah. You have to do a state test and through
You
the
gotta get
academy.
pepper sprayed.
Yes.
You have to get shot.
You get shot every
or
third
shot?
Friday.
Shot, like with a gun.
Every third Friday in the academy, you get shot.
You have to take a bullet
Like
to
with
be
a-
an officer
with a
at
vest
Xavier.
Nope, right in the leg.
No. Right, like,
No arteries.
At
in
least
it.
to be a ranger, you do. I don't know
Really?
what you guys do.
Oh my god.
but yeah, in the academy, I got tased and pepper sprayed at the same on the same day. So,
That sounds terrible.
I'd
It
much
does.
rather be tased.
So what's the best story you've had with your time at Xavier?
Well, probably one of the most interesting ones is at Xavier in the summertime. We don't have classes except for like summer classes, and we got groups that come in. But we got the Centos Center, so we do a bunch of graduations, high school graduations, and I compare high school graduations to like a family reunion that invites like a birthday party together. So like everybody and their cousins and
Usually a
like-
family reunion.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you got like the whole community comes together. So if you got beef with someone in the community, they're going to be there. If you have beef with someone in the family, they're going to be there. It's just like a perfect storm in inside one building. And depends on which high school it is, there's going to be fights. And
Wow.
oh yeah,
I wouldn't have
Parents?
guessed that.
parents, kids,
Ooh,
graduates.
I have some stories from graduation.
No, we actually had one kid walked across the stage, grabbed his diploma, walked out of the building, didn't even like go back to his seat, wait for the graduation to end. Walks out in the parking lot and gets in a fight with another person, and we took him to jail before the graduation was even over.
Is this the dude that you took to jail for hitting someone with a can of soup?
No, that was something different. No.
These Xavier people are nuts.
That's not Xavier people. It's they invite other
You said
people
they're
in.
Catholic?
Well,
Xavier's-
Catholic, Jesuit. Yeah.
Xavier
they need to go
doesn't
to church
accept
more.
them.
Do
into
they
the-
only accept like Catholic people into the school?
No.
Oh,
No.
never mind.
It doesn't work like that. Connor.
But yeah, I forgot about the soup guy.
You took someone to jail for hitting somebody with a
He
can
was
of soup.
throwing cans at kids.
At kids, like
Were they
children?
hungry?
Yeah. Well, no. We're talking like full,
Well, yeah.
That sounds like a good deed to me.
We're talking like full cans of like chicken noodle and
He was
spaghetti.
cracking him upside the head with.
He was literally chucking them at,
Did he hit
at his
him?
baby's mama. And he hit one of the
Oh.
kids in the side thing.
So
And
like,
that
we-
makes it frowned upon.
we
'cause
took
there was
him.
children
We took him to
involved.
jail. Right?
I was not there that day.
That was a good one. But yeah, I mean, if you want to see, I think it's better than like going to Walmart and people watching sometimes, because you just never know what you're gonna get.
Any frat parties you had to bust
That's
up?
what I was about to ask. Any like drunk college kids?
No, Xavier doesn't allow frats.
Oh.
They do.
Well, that sucks.
Well,
terrible
I guess
college.
they do, but they don't have like frat houses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if they want to
Where
party,
do they party at?
well, Clifton,
Yeah,
Mount-
I guess it's not too
UC.
Mount Airy, yeah.
No. So
Or-
Xavier sucks.
Well, no,
That's why
they
I
usually
left.
party on Clin A.
Came a ranger.
And when we show up, all the freshmen like scatter.
far. Scatter.
See them jump fences, and you're just sitting back like, ha 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 ha.
Party's over.
Stu is bullied.
I just
in
wanted
high
your
school.
beer.
So I have a question for you guys. This is just a random cop question for both of you guys.
Yeah, I have one too.
When I was a kid, my mom always told me that I couldn't turn the light on in the car.
That's a myth.
That we were
I can tell you that right
the
now.
cops are gonna pull us over if we turned the light on in the car.
I don't give a shit if your light's on in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is
It
now being
distracts
an adult, you should know when the lights are on in the car. That adds a glare, and it's hard to see out the window.
But is it illegal? Is my
No.
question. Like, I don't turn the light on. I never use the light.
No.
But I just want
Never?
Because I'm scared. I don't want to get pulled over. Mama said
Yes,
don't
it
do
is against the law. If you turn on that light, I am going to haul you to jail.
All right. Now I know.
Do not do
Someone's
it.
nitpicking if they pull you over for that.
Can you imagine if you got a 911 call? Man, he turned the light on.
He's been driving in front of me for 3 miles with his light on.
I could see everything with this light on.
My girlfriend pulls it down and does her makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay.
So my question. So say there's some sort of emergency in my life. Like I got stabbed in the leg. My girlfriend is pregnant.
So your girlfriend being pregnant is an emergency?
If she's giving
Probably for him.
birth, yes.
Okay. She's about to give
Oh.
birth.
So yeah, say there is some sort of emergency where I need to get from point A to the hospital as quick as possible. So I hop in my Equinox and I speed to the hospital. And a cop tries to pull me over. What is the protocol? Like, should I just keep going
No.
and get to my destination? Or should I pull over and be like, dude, look, she's about to pop out a baby. I don't think you want to deal with all that. Just let me go to the hospital. Like, if I was to continue on to the hospital and then, like, get her to where she needs to be and talk to the cop, would I get a ticket?
You could.
Okay.
So I should just let her die.
I don't
what if
know
she's
if
don't
she's
get a
going to
ticket?
die.
What if she is dying?
So-
What if she got shot in the
It would be
mouth?
different if it was a life or death situation. Giving birth is not a life or death situation.
It definitely.
It is a
It
life
definitely
situation.
is.
There's a new life coming into the world. That is
Matt probably
definitely
doesn't
a
know how
life.
that works.
It's either this baby lives or this baby dies because we need a proper birth.
Okay.
So it is life or death situation.
No. So why not just call 911 from your house?
Because I can get there faster.
No, you can't.
Absolutely. I
Definitely
can
can.
get there faster.
Call them, wait
So-
on them to take my
It's
call.
going to take them 2 or 3 minutes to get to the
Get
house.
there. So now you have to break every law to get to the hospital. Why not have a medical personnel come to your house, assist you there, and then safely transport you to the house? What happens if
Okay.
you run in red lights and speed and you hit T-bone somebody, that lady ends up dying? Is her life more important than your girlfriend having a baby?
What?
Don't put me on the spot like that, Matt.
Are we off the
Okay,
record?
so
or on
if
the
you
record?
do that, I say, and they are following you, I would say pull over because they'll probably just call a squad anyway, or just be like, "Hey, dude,
Or
she's
if
crowning. Get ready to catch." And see
Or if
what
you're
he
a
says.
star like me, you'll just deliver the baby.
Yeah.
Would you?
Would you
Yeah.
catch it?
Yeah.
Bullshit, man. You can't deliver a baby.
I've been in the room before.
So have I, and I can't deliver a baby.
Yeah, you can't. Push!
Yeah, and
It's
then
not
the
hard.
baby comes out. Then what do I do?
You're fucked. At that point, you call a squad.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
even
okay.
want to be in the room when that happens. I want to be like in a different hospital.
Why not just be somewhere else? You don't have to be in a hospital.
If we're giving birth to a baby.
You're talking about your kid?
Yeah.
But why do you want to be in a different hospital? Why don't you just go
As far as away as
somewhere
possible.
else?
I don't know. First thing that came to mind. I'll be safe there.
So to answer your question, no, do not break the law to try to
No.
get to the
I'm
hospital.
gonna be
I can't
honest,
guarantee
not,
that would happen.
Not the answer I wanted.
No, not at all.
Oh, I apologize. And maybe Stu feels different about it, but
Well, it depends on the situation.
So, Matt, you're at home. Paxton falls, hits his head, gushing blood. He's passed
Whoa!
out.
Don't put that out there.
I can get to a hospital from my house without going through a single stoplight or a stop sign.
Without speeding? You're not going to speed? You're going to go 35 the whole way?
Yeah.
Bull-
It's 55 on the back road, so I can get to a hospital in under 2 minutes.
Okay, say you're at my house.
Why didn't you call 911, though?
Because in that situation, I can beat them.
Okay, what if I can beat him?
I can beat them.
Without
I'm going
without
to the
having
same
to
hospital
without
as
having
you're
to break
going
the
at.
law. No, I'm just going to that little hospital by Austin Landon.
The little emergency one I'm
Yeah.
talking about. You're not going to speed.
Nope. Not a
You're
mile.
a
over.
terrible father.
yeah. When don't you speed?
That,
Are you gonna put him in his car
Cut
seat
that
and everything
part
too?
yeah, put him in his car seat, buckle him in,
him in, yeah.
probably
Oh,
get him a
come on.
blanket, get him a snack
Get
for
him
the trip.
Blippy on the phone real quick.
Blimpy on the phone. We're gonna do this as safely as possible.
Alright.
Talking softly the whole way there.
I don't break any laws. I uphold
You're
them.
frustrating.
Okay.
All right, I have another
Good
question.
answer, Matt.
Thank you.
No, not what I was looking for. I have a question. So I want you guys to give me the most realistic cop TV show. Not
I
like,
feel like we've already talked about this.
not like Cops, the TV show. Like
Live PD.
No, not
Like
that kind of
911?
not that kind of show. Like
That's fine.
911, The Rookie, Chicago,
Reno 911.
Reno. I don't think that.
So can we include movies?
Yeah, sure.
So the
Die Hard.
best
Bad
and
Boys.
most accurate
21
police
Jump
movie
Street.
I think is a movie called End of Watch.
Oh, I've seen that
Haven't
one.
seen
That
that.
one's really
It's pretty sad.
good. Very sad.
Really good movie. Check it out.
But yeah, probably one of the best movies I've ever
There
watched.
is a couple scenes in there that are like, I don't know if they would do that. But being a cop in LA, I picture most of it is like that.
What is it called?
End
End
of
of
Watch.
End of Watch.
It's about a cop and his partner
Yeah.
Yep.
in LA.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, quality.
I don't know. You got different ones too?
I like Courageous.
Never
you
seen
ever
that
seen
one.
that
Never
one? Yeah,
even
it's
heard of it.
like a Christian film.
There.
It's
Go ahead.
Courageous.
yeah,
Christian, I'm out on.
yeah. It's made by the same people that did like Fireproof, which is the firefighter movie version of it. But it's good. I like it. It gives a very good message and
I'm gonna look into both of
family
them.
oriented.
The best TV show, if you want to look up a TV show, is called Southland.
Southland.
Yeah, have you seen that one?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's kind of like The Rookie. There's some rookies coming in and they're with their FTO, but it goes through their whole career. I don't know how long Rookies is gonna last, but
That's a good show. I love it.
I love Rookies. Everything is a little extreme.
Oh,
They pulled
absolutely.
over grandma for running a stop sign. She ended up being a mass murderer or something.
It's pretty wild, but
That
I
ever
like it.
happened to you?
No, grandmas don't kill people. They give hard
That's-
candy.
They give hard candies and pass out cookies.
Yeah.
So what's the highest of highs stories or cases
What?
that you guys have been
Meth.
involved in?
A lot of drug
Like-
cases.
Have you ever heard of what's the big drug guy?
Al Capone?
What?
Never mind. I don't know what I was
Scarface.
gonna
Like-
say. Never mind.
I don't
Anyway,
know where you're
continue
going.
on with your story.
No mass murders.
I've been involved in several homicides, but not mass.
What's a homicide? What is
A
it?
murder.
Just one.
Someone
person.
gets shot.
I used to work, as we talked when I first joined, a place called Lincoln Heights, which that is an everyday almost occurrence.
Jesus, that's sad.
So children, I've dealt with children being shot dead in the street and just about everything.
Right
Before I
here
came to Xavier.
yeah, no thanks.
in Ohio.
Yep, it's in Cincinnati. It's called Lincoln Heights. It's a village that's less than a square mile, about 5,000 residents, and it is very ghetto.
I wouldn't drive through there.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it is. I worked there for a little over 2 years. A lot of fun, a lot of experience. Went to Xavier, and I was like, man, people don't break the law around here.
It's
So-
a Catholic school. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you considered a rookie?
just your first year. Just
No,
like the NFL?
first probably 5 years.
Oh,
5
okay.
years?
Yeah, you still learning. It depends where you work.
How long have you been a cop?
I'm going on 9 years.
Oh, so you were a rookie more than you've not been a rookie.
I actually was thinking about this the other day. When did you graduate high school?
2016.
So when I became a cop, I believe he might have still been in elementary school
Nice.
because I became a cop in 2011,
I called 911 a lot when I was in.
You would have been in
elementary
middle
school.
school.
2012.
maybe 6th grade.
Yeah, something like that. 2011, I was a freshman, so he'd have been in like 6th grade.
Yeah, I felt old when I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I would have been.
You are old, Matt. Like 37, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
no.
I hang out with you.
He looks 37.
Says the guy that has no hair on his head.
Who you talking about, me or Cody?
Runs in the family.
It was a personal
How long?
preference.
How long have you been a cop?
I graduated the academy in 2012 and went directly out.
So a
on the
year
road.
after me.
Are you 37 as well?
No. 32.
32.
Are you really?
I am.
You old fuck.
So what made you decide to leave Xavier and move to Cleveland?
Well, actually, I started looking when my girlfriend got accepted into a PhD program at the Cleveland Clinic / Case Western. She's working on molecular medicine at this
Wow.
point. Yeah.
That's. I don't even know what that means.
Just went right over my head.
Well, I met her where she was at UC working on her master's in the Jim Wells lab, and it was biomedical research.
Wow.
So,
Sounds.
oh yeah,
Very smart.
she's dating me, of course, but
This guy.
it's When she talks, sometimes I try to follow and understand the best that I can, but
But you're so pretty.
So she's probably going to make some big bucks, I'm assuming, with that.
I was gonna ask,
Well,
are you gonna
hopefully.
retire when she gets out of school?
Yeah.
we'll just see how things go.
You could go back to being the mall cop while she's making the big bucks.
I don't want to go back to that.
No? All right.
So I have a question. Paul Blart Mall Cop. How realistic is that movie?
100%.
Is it?
I mean,
I
it
thought
seems pretty
so.
legit.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
That's what I picture security guards.
I was working mall security when that movie came out, and what made it worse is we had a guy that kind of looked like Paul Blart.
Did you guys have a segue?
No, we didn't.
Best part of the movie is when he's driving out and he smacks the top of the door frame. Respect it.
I love
You
I
should see
love
the Dayton
Paul
Mall
Blart.
security lately.
Is that like
They
observe
malls
Do
and
they have
report?
security?
Yeah, it was like this
It's like
guy
two
who
people.
he was all dressed out. His uniform, you could tell, just picked up from the dry cleaner. And then it was some like 350-pound woman in a blue shirt. The badge was pinned on her stomach, just walking behind him. I'm like, Brooke's like, she must be new.
Best thing at the Dayton Mall is Annie Ann's.
They shut
By
down.
far. No, they didn't. I was
probably
there
the-
yesterday.
The longest running company in that Dayton Mall.
Gotta be.
Well, they're only in malls, aren't they?
no.
No.
Airports.
Outlet malls.
Got him.
Airport.
Strip malls. I don't know if they're anywhere else, to be honest.
I've never seen it, actually.
Sad news from Chick-fil-A. They closed the Chick-fil-A at the Dayton airport.
Didn't know there was one
Yeah.
at the Dayton
Yeah.
airport.
Very
The one
unfortunate.
I don't
restaurant
know if
at
it's
the Dayton
sad.
airport.
Well, I know before you go through TSA, there's a restaurant on your left.
Max and Irma's.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
I eat there. I've eaten there several times, but
Got a few beers there.
I fly out of CVG now.
Yeah, me too.
I fly mostly out of Cincinnati now, too.
I flew out of Dayton once, I think.
Very small airport.
R.I.P. to Chick-fil-A.
No more Chick-fil-A.
Mhm.
Yeah, just a little
I
fun
had Chick-fil-A
fact
for lunch today.
Had it yesterday.
All
All
right,
right,
day
so
before.
are we good?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. What do you mean?
Do you have any more questions?
Oh, no.
All right, so then locks and we're done.
We gonna cut that part out?
Nope. Keeping it in.
No, cut that out. All right, so before we end the
Make sure
show
you
here,
write that
let's give our locks. Stu, did you bring your locks to the show?
I did get my locks.
All right, give them to me.
On a post-it note.
Yeah, well,
Hold
I
on.
folded it in half.
Let me recap last week.
Yeah, please do.
Me and Connor, 3-0.
3-0. for you.
Give it up for Connor.
He did say he was gonna finish third.
Thank you.
3-0. Connor's still in last place at 8-10.
Fuck.
I went 3-0. Matt went 2-1, and Jordan went 2-1 as well. Matt sits at 12-6. So it's time
Boy.
it's time to start fading Matt. If
Who's
you're-
behind me?
me
At what?
10-8.
I'm good then.
I'm only 2 games back.
Maybe 10.
All right, Stu, give me your locks this week.
What's Jordan?
Okay, I got the Seahawks. They're up 1.5.
Against who?
I don't know.
Eagles.
Philly.
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah. Baltimore.
Monday night.
I think they're going. That's
They
going to
play
be
LA.
very one-sided.
Rams.
They're only
They're only
favored
down
by 3.
Three
I
and a
have
half.
3.5.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm reaching out a little bit, and I'm going Tampa Bay plus 4.5 against
Okay.
Atlanta.
Against
Interesting.
Atlanta.
I like that too. I think Atlanta, they got hot these last couple weeks, but I don't think they can.
Is Matt Ryan back?
I was
He's
gonna
back,
say,
right?
who's
Yeah.
their quarterback
Yeah.
right now?
Matt
Matt Ryan. I think they're just going to throw the ball back and forth all game.
It'll probably be a shootout.
Lots of
3
interceptions.
to 6.
Oh yeah. Over under
6.
over under interceptions on that game like 5.5.
So now
Oh,
that
yeah.
Stu has given his picks, I think it's safe to say he's in last place.
that is true. We'll
If he
have to
goes
start.
3-0, though, he'll have a better record than
We'll
everybody.
have to go based off win percentage. Matt,
All
what's your 3 locks?
So I'm going to start against the beloved Bengals.
I think the Bengals
Steelers
cover.
are
Such a hot
favored 6.5. I think it's going to be a murder
Steelers
session
win
out there.
24-21.
I don't even think the Bengals score 14.
Nah, you're out of your mind.
My next one is going to be the Cowboys at Pats. I'm going to take the Cowboys at plus 6.5.
Wow.
All right.
Bold.
I've been saying it all year. I think the Patriots are way overrated.
Yeah, they barely beat the Eagles.
And then I agree with Stu on the Ravens at 3.5 over the Rams.
Yep. I also took Baltimore 3.5. Well, 3 over the Rams. But you can give them 10 points and they'll still win.
Yeah.
And then I took Oakland -3 against the New York Jets. And then-
See, I teeter-tottered on that one.
It's a road game.
Yeah.
It's an early start
Oakland
time.
looks good this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. They beat the Bengals by 7.
Yeah, they also beat a bunch of other teams.
Let's say a bunch.
And then I have Detroit -3.5 against Washington.
Oh, I like
Washington's
that
bad.
one.
Washington is
Stafford's out.
bad at football.
That's why I did not
Jeff
go Washington.
Driscoll.
Matt Stafford's out.
They put up 27 points against Dallas.
Yeah.
This Washington's comeback game.
I don't know. What you mean
Haskins
by
got
that.
his linemen pumped up. They're
Yeah.
ready to block.
They were ready to run through a wall.
My question is,
Walk through
though,
the locker room.
do the linemen, do they like Haskins?
I don't know.
In that
I don't
video,
know
it
if
did
anybody
not
in that
look
locker
like
room
it.
likes Haskins.
In that video, it didn't look like it.
I don't know how much respect Haskins
Nah,
has.
I heard
I
anything.
would bet $100 that they do not like Haskins. I can just tell by the way that they act. They don't like him.
I'd bet you 1,000 they don't like him.
All right.
They won't admit it.
You want
though.
to take that? You want to take that bet?
No, but they
$1,000?
won't admit it.
Yeah.
Oh, but they will.
All right, move on.
Oh, man. If only I could share what my sources told me about the Washington Redskins offense, but that's okay. My 3 locks this week: Seattle, lock it. Packers coming off a bye. Sunday Night Football, lock it. They roll the 49ers. And then I got the Raiders as well. I know I gave you a hard time for it, Connor, but I think the Jets are just bad.
Asshole.
I think the Jets are bad. I think they win by a field goal. I just wanted to give you a hard time because they barely beat
You
the
think they
Bengals.
win by a field goal, which means they would push.
I got 2.5.
I have 3.
Where'd you get your
Action Network.
stats from?
Action Network.
ESPN.
I got mine from you. Did you have 3.5 on the Ravens?
Yeah.
Subject to change.
Yeah, I mean, they'll
It
change.
is.
They'll change by kickoff, yeah. All right, guys. That's all we got for you this week. Stu, we appreciate you joining us
Thank
this
you
week.
for having me. It's
Safe
been a pleasure.
travels, safe moving. Appreciate
I hope
what
you
do.
enjoy your new hometown
It's not hometown.
You'll
But
see
bad
Cody
for you.
new location.
frequently.
I'll be up there this Sunday, so I mean,
Once we get settled, you guys might have a place to stay then.
hey, perfect.
I see.
We don't have to go to the Crown Plaza anymore.
And,
I assume-
and sit there and wait.
With your wife and you guys have a multi-million-dollar house up there now.
No, but we're looking.
$multi-$100 apartment.
We're just renting a condo with 7 bedrooms right now.
Airbnb.
So come one, come all.
All right, again, Stu, we appreciate you joining us. We'll have you back on when you come back into town and
Sounds
tell us
good.
what it's like up there. We appreciate you guys listening. Check out the previous shows anytime, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Follow us anywhere at Cavemen Media. Follow Connor at Real Connor Gray. Matt at Matt the Ranger. Jordan at Jordan Lease. And follow me at Sports.Ohio. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday.
Go Steelers.
Go Browns.
Who day?